Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast, this time talking about the War Doctor. Yes, the actual 9th Doctor has arrived at Big Finish Towers and is now available, well, to buy. The War Doctor Volume 1, Only the Monstrous, consists of 3 stories. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come on along and I'm going to give you an instant reaction to each and every one of all 3 stories as I listen to them. Obviously, I won't be spoilerific, but I will give you instant gut reactions. Because let's face it, unlike some of the other Big Finish releases, you're already going to buy this. You don't really need my opinions because, well, let's face it, you want this. You wanted this the moment you saw John Hurt playing the actual 9th Doctor. Yeah, this could be great. There is a phrase that's been coined in Doctor Who fandom called anticipointment, where you have that feeling of dread, like the build-up to Christmas. And let's face it, this is Star Wars week, and for us Doctor Who fans, this is bigger than Star Wars. And I'm genuinely not just saying that. This is huge. This is something that we want so much. So here we go, with 1.1, The Innocent. The synopsis reads, as the Daleks mass their time fleet for a final assault on Gallifrey, something ancient is waiting for them at Omega 1. And a sacrifice must be made. Arch-manipulator and Time Lord strategist Cardinal Elistra receives shock news of the Doctor's death. Meanwhile, on the planet Keska, a parochial war has returned to plague the peaceful civilization after decades of tranquility. But how can such a war have any connection with the Great Time War? One moment in the whole of eternity could tear the whole of the universe apart, if only the Doctor was still alive. So I've listened to part 1 now and I haven't listened to part 2 or 3. And it is weird that this is a box set that doesn't have 4 parts. You know, like your normal Dark Eyes and the such. This is great. I mean, this is a genuinely great introduction. Yes, we have high expectations. And yes, there is the danger of this being Dalek Empire. Or at least the Dalek Empire from the beginning of the Big Finish range with lots of the Doctors appearing in them. But this is the war-weary end of his life War Doctor. John Hurt's a great actor. There will be no arguments about that. The fact that he was a little bit unwell, that's a massive understatement. And he's friends with Jacqueline Pearce, who has played Servalan, and in this plays Cardinal Elistra, must have had a certain leeway when it comes to him signing up to Big Finish. And God, I'm grateful he's done so. The guy did not have to say yes. But he's having fun with his friends, and it's radio drama. These are areas that this guy has worked in before and produced some fabulous work. And here, absolutely no exception. The beginning story is groundwork. It is laying the foundations. It is setting up all the pieces. That is the part that part 1 must play. And yes, a tiny part of me wants this Doctor to not have to deal with the Daleks. You know, when you were a kid and every week it was like, perhaps new fans never experienced this, but when you were an old school Doctor Who fan, there was 6 years in between the 4th Doctor having Genesis of the Daleks and meeting him in Destiny of the Daleks. The other Doctors only ever met them on TV the once. You were always waiting for the Dalek story, when they might possibly, maybe-ish, come back, and you were always pleased. But now it's, oh, look, it's the Daleks again. And with this storyline, you're going to have Daleks followed by more Daleks and some more Daleks and some Daleks. And I know they've been the main baddie in the Dark Eyes trilogies, but no. I just want to hear this War Doctor not at war. And you know what? I think the writers know this. And that's what we've got here. So yes, we've got that thing that was summed up in the synopsis a few moments ago, but we've also got a brilliant little story. It sets the groundwork, and the people, well, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And moving on to story number 2. Back in a moment. So welcome back. Actually, you've not been anywhere. It's me who went somewhere. So hello again. Right. I kind of messed up there. What I did was I listened to story number 2 and it was kind of so good that I just left it playing. So yeah, disc 2 I won't be reporting straight back on, and disc 3 I won't be reporting straight back on, because let's face it, I couldn't stop myself. It was just fantastic. Is it the greatest Big Finish release of all time? No. Is it simply wonderful? Oh yeah, absolutely wonderful. Now, there is some nitpicky tiny things that you could go on about, but you know what, I don't care. And the thing is, the big complaint over on Divergent Universe forum is that, well, Jacqueline Pierce's character is just like Servalan on Gallifrey, but you know what? We don't care. Seriously, we love Servalan, we love Gallifrey, and she's just the best bit of, casting ever. She is perfect for this, and also she sounds much older than Servalan, and that's not a bad thing. You can hear the fizzing, the chemistry. Oh, John Hurt just brings a big bottle of chemistry and gives it to everyone else to drink. It's just brilliant. Yes, there are qualms about it just being the Daleks, but I don't care. And you know what? I couldn't have discussed Disc 2 and Disc 3 separately without just giving you spoilers. And that's the last thing on earth I want to do. It's all a brilliant, cohesive, well thought out story. Yes, Nick Briggs has gone back to his war stories, but you know what? This is a war story. That's the point. He loves war stories. He loves the Daleks. He's written Dalek Empire. It fits, it works. It's just very, very good. And like Russell said, Nick Briggs is the best Doctor Who writer that they never had on TV. He will be snapped up at some point, but you know what? He works so well on audio. Yes, he's written for himself, and there are Daleks going mental, and there are allegories that I'm sure should have been done a long, long time ago. But like always with Big Finish, you go, why hasn't that been done before? And the fact that it hasn't is just genius. So I won't give you spoilers. All I'll say is it's as enjoyable as you want, and Star Wars is going to have to be going to be better than this. It genuinely is. So with that, I'll fade away and review something else very, very soon. So until next time, be seeing you.
Big Finish. We love stories. The War Doctor.
What's your name? Who are you? Yes. It's all right. It's all right. You can tell me. Who are you?
No one. Always remember, in your hearts, the Doctor!
I fear the universe is a far more dangerous place without you.
I'm afraid I'm dead. Didn't you know? If you want to give me anything, make it peace and quiet.
Where are you?
Hypocrites. The lot of you.
Coordinates unknown!
Then, this is it.
Doctor.
Don't call me that!
Lock all weapons on target.
You think I'm not a monster? Well, look at me now.
Prepare for total extermination of the Time Lords.
Look at me. See, I'm a monster now, aren't I? Doctor. Nobody of that name here.
Where are you going?
I
told you, the TARDIS. Now, go.
No, I'm coming with you.
Don't be an idiot.
I know the Daleks. I know them.
The war has finally found me again.
You're not a monster.
Only the Monstrous. The War Doctor, Volume 1.
You've been listening to the Doctor Who Tin Dog podcast. Available on RSS, iTunes, Audioboom, Tumblr, and wherever podcasts are found. Why not become a supporter of the show by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Doctor Who and its associated properties are copyright of the BBC and no infringement is intended. To contact the show, email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.